All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back again for the 2016 NCAA March Madness Bracketology with our resident expert, Madstradamus. How do you feel this year?
Great.
You feel great?
Mm-hmm.
You feel like you're going to win? All right, well, you are the reigning champion in the Churchward household under 30 bracket, but this year you have some competition because Annalie is playing this year. You think you're going to win, or do you think Annalie's going to win? You're going to win? Can you tell the camera that you think you're going to win?
I am.
Are you going to beat Mommy and Daddy too? All right. You remember how this works?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're going to start with the 4 playing games, okay? All right. So, who's going to win between Vanderbilt and Wichita State?
I won State.
Okay. Who's going to win between Florida Gulf Coast and Farley Dickinson? Okay. Who's going to win Michigan and Tulsa? Oh, that was close. Who's going to win between Holy Cross and Southern? Okay? All right. We'll be right back after I put the playing games into the bracket. All right. So now that we've done the 4 playing games, let's go ahead and pick your bracket. You ready? You ready?
Yes.
All right. So first game, Kansas versus Austin, PA. Pick. Okay. All right. Next game, Colorado, Yukon. Okay. Next game, Maryland, South Dakota State.
Oh, great. Because the turtles are so.
Next game, Cal, Hawaii. Okay. Next game is Arizona, Wichita State. Next game, Miami of Florida versus Buffalo. Okay. Next game, Iowa, Temple. Okay. Villanova, North Carolina, Asheville. All right. Oregon, Southern. Ooh. Interesting. St. Joe's, Cincinnati. Okay. Next game is Baylor, Yale. Okay. Next is Duke, North Carolina, Wilmington. All right. Next game is Texas versus Northern Iowa. Texas. Next game is Texas A&M versus Green Bay. Next we have Oregon State versus VCU. And last but not least on that side, Oklahoma versus Cal State Bakersfield.
I picked the Roadrunner. Because Roadrunner's a road.
All right. Now to the other side of the bracket, we start with North Carolina, Florida Gulf Coast. How did I know you were going to pick the Eagle? Next we have Southern Cal, Providence.
That's a statue.
Yeah, that is a Trojan and a Friar. You want them? Okay. You're right, it is a statue, but Trojans don't live anymore, so. All right, Indiana, Chattanooga. Kentucky, Stony Brook. Notre Dame, Michigan. West Virginia, Stephen F. Austin. Wisconsin, Pittsburgh. Xavier, Weber State. Virginia, Hampton. Ooh, a little switcheroo there. Texas Tech, Butler. Purdue, Little Rock.
Daddy.
Iowa State, Iona.
Daddy.
Could you act like a almost almost 5-year-old now? Thanks. Seton Hall, Gonzaga. Utah, Fresno State. 2 more. Dayton, Syracuse. Okay. And the last one on the first round, Michigan State, Middle Tennessee State. Okay. All right, that's it for the first round. We'll be back in a second with round 2. All right, we are back with your round 2 picks. You ready?
Maddie.
Maddie. Okay. Thank you for the reminder. You ready? Maddie. Okay, here we go. First game, Kansas, Colorado. Ooh. Hawaii, South Dakota State. Arizona, Buffalo. Iowa, Villanova. Okay. Cincinnati versus Southern. Baylor versus UNC Wilmington. Texas versus Green Bay. Ooh. You had to think about that one. Was that a tough choice?
No, I really wanted that because we live in Texas.
Because we live in Texas, okay. Cal State Bakersfield versus VCU.
I would get me.
They are the Rams, which is like a daddy ram, or daddy lamb.
It has big holes. Oh.
Yeah, you're right. All right, next we have Providence, Florida Gulf Coast.
Eagle.
Eagles all the way, huh? Kentucky, Chattanooga.
That was.
They are called the Mocks, after mockingbirds.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a mockingbird. Notre Dame, West Virginia. Weber State, Pittsburgh.
Ooh. Mountain Lions.
Panthers. Virginia, Texas Tech.
Oh.
Purdue, Iowa State. Okay. Utah, Gonzaga. Dayton, Middle Tennessee State.
Oh, I hate
Okay. All right, we'll be right back with round 3. All right, we are back with the Elite 8. You ready?
Maddie.
Maddie. All right, here we go. Your first game is Hawaii versus Colorado.
Both.
Well, you can't have both. That's impossible. Okay. Villanova, Buffalo.
2.
Maddie. You do remember how to play, right? Okay. Baylor versus Southern. Southern better win that playing game. Texas versus VCU. Rival, or you got the hometown prestige. Chattanooga versus Florida Gulf Coast. Taking the Eagles all the way. Notre Dame, Pittsburgh. Virginia, Iowa State. And last but not least, Middle Tennessee State, Gonzaga. Okay, we'll be right back with the final 4.
Maddie.
You ready?
Yes.
Time to figure out your final 4. Here we go. Buffalo or Colorado for a shot in the final 4?
That was fast.
Texas and Southern. Oh, Texas love only goes so far. Can't say I blame you. Pittsburgh versus Florida Gulf Coast.
Panthers.
Panthers, that's right. And Virginia, Middle Tennessee State. All right. Time to find your championship game. All right. Your Final Four teams have been picked. Buffalo, Southern, Pitt, and
Maddie.
Middle Tennessee State University.
Maddie.
Maddie, are you ready to pick
Yes.
the two teams that are going to make your championship?
Yes.
All right. You ready? Okay. First game. Buffalo or Southern for a spot in the championship. Think long and hard. Buffalo.
Because
Okay.
buffaloes are really tough. They can move anything away.
Okay.
Not as long as a sword.
Ready for the next one? Okay, for a spot in the finals. Pittsburgh or Middle Tennessee State. All right. Time to figure out who's going to win. All right. Time to figure out who is going to be this year's 2016 NCAA March Madness men's basketball champions. Maddie. It is between the Buffalo Bulls and the Middle Tennessee State University Blue Raiders or some sort of flying horse.
It's a flying horse with 3 wings and it can walk on clouds.
Oh wow, okay. So who is going to win the final game, Madilyn? Think hard about it. Who is going to win the final game? These are the two teams you have taken the whole way. Who is going to win the final game? And why? I want to know why. Why?
Because it has good wings and it can run on clouds because clouds are really high so she can run faster and then she can jump down.
Okay. What is going to be the score, the final score at the end of the game, just in case we need a tiebreaker, in case mommy or daddy's bracket looks just like yours?
Unicorn.
Okay. How many points is this team going to score? 10, okay. And how many points is this team going to score? Well, you said they're going to win. They can't score more points.
1.
1? Okay, so 10-1. All right. That does it for this year's 2016 NCAA March Madness bracket. Will you take your bracket there, give it a little kiss for good luck, and hold it up to the camera and say your final wishes?
Math.
All right. Good luck.